Now coming to the next question, issue of share related to forfeitures and reissue. Okay, this question is based on premium, security premium reserve. So question is, a company issued 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupee 1 per share. So 10,000 shares are issued by company. Company has issued 10,000 shares. Okay, 10,000 shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupee 1. So 10,000 shares are issued by the company. Okay, 10,000 shares are issued by the company of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupee 1 per share. At a premium of rupee 1 per share. Okay, this is the one part of the question. Now the next line is payment to be made as follows: on application rupees 3, on allotment rupees 4 including premium. So premium is 1, so including premium it is 4, it means it is 3. 3 plus 1 rupee is the premium amount. So 3 plus 1, 4, including premium, the company is taking 4 rupees on allotment. Next is on first call rupees 2 per share and second and final call rupees 2 per share. So it is 10 rupees. This is the line of face value. This is the line of face value. This is premium. Rupee 1 is the premium and issued price line is 3. Application including premium it is 4, it is 2, it is 2. So it is 11. Issued at rupees 11. There are the 3 lines. This line is the face value line. This is the line of premium and this is the line of issued. At rupees 11, 1 rupee is the premium, 4 rupees including premium. Next is application were received for 20,000 share. Application received is application received by the company means you can say the number of share applied by the public is number of shares received means applied by the public is 20,000 shares is applied by the public. Application for 5,000 shares were rejected by the company and allotment was made proportionately to the remaining applicant. The directors made both the calls and all the money were received except the allotment. Once again, the directors made both the calls and all the money were received except the allotment, first call and final call on 400 shares, which were subsequently forfeited later on 300 of the forfeited shares were reissued as fully paid at the rate of rupees 15 per share. Give journal entry. So come over here, number of share applied is 20,000 is the number of shares applied. This is our working note, analytical table, calculation table. Here we are going to calculate it in working note. So this is the first working note. So number of share applied by the public is 20 and company cannot allot more than 10,000 which is issued by the company. It's a case of oversubscription, oversubscribed by 10,000, oversubscribed by 10,000. So company cannot allot more than the number of share issued when the shares are oversubscribed. So here the number of share applied by the public is 20, but company cannot allot more than the number of share issued by the company or offered by the company. So this is the maximum limit. Now here the company do the allotment like this. Application were received for 20,000 shares. Application for 5,000 shares. Application for 5,000 shares, those who applied for 5,000, their shares are rejected by company. Their shares are rejected by company. And for remaining shares, remaining is how much? 15. 20 minus 15, remaining is 15,000. 20 minus 5, remaining is 15. So remaining, here it has written that the allotment was made proportionately to the remaining applicant. So this applicant, to this applicant, company has allotted 10,000 shares. Now the total is 10. Here the total is 20. Here the total is 10. Okay. Now coming to this line, application money. So number of share applied is 5 and application money is rupees 3. So 5 into 3. Application money is 3, 15,000. On 5,000 shares whose shares are rejected, they have given at the rate of rupees 3 per share on application. So 5,000 into 3, 15,000 into 3, 45. So it is 60,000. Total application money received is 60,000. You can verify from here also. Total application received is 20 and application money is 3. So 20 into 3, 60. You can verify from this side also. You can verify by adding this. Now coming to the surplus. Here those who applied for 5, their shares are rejected. So their application money will be refunded by the company. Company will refund their application money because no allotment was done. No allotment was done. So this application money what the company has received, this will be returned by the or refunded by the company to the applicants. Now here those who apply for 15, to whom the company has allotted 10. So proportionate is what? 15 is to 10 means 5, 3 is to 2, 3 is to 2. 3 is to 2 is the proportionate allotment is 3 is to 2. It means those who applied for 3, they will get 2 shares or they have got 2 shares. So here the excess money is applied for 15, but the company has allotted them only 10,000 shares. So on 5,000 shares, they have paid the extra money at the rate of rupees 3 per share on application. So 5,000 into 3, 15,000 is the surplus amount which the shareholder has given, applicant has given. Applicant has given here on 5,000 extras on extra share which is not allotted to them at the rate of rupees 3 per share on application. Okay, they have applied for 15, but the company has allotted them 10. So on 5,000 shares, they have given at the rate of rupees 3 per share on application. So 15,000 is the surplus amount. This surplus will be adjusted on allotment. Number of share allotted is 10 and the allotment money is 4. So 10,000 into 4. Total money 40,000 we can adjust in allotment, but here surplus is less than this amount, so entire amount will be adjusted. 15,000 will be adjusted because we can adjust up to 40,000 on allotment, but our surplus is less than that, so the entire surplus will be adjusted on allotment and there will be no refund. So this line is clear. So surplus is 15, allotment 15 and refund 15. Okay, refund is 15. Now the next part of the question is, the director made both the calls and all the money were received. Both the calls were made by the director, means first call and second and final call has made by the director, means share is fully called up. 10 rupees is fully called up. Except the allotment first and final call on 400 shares. Except on the allotment first and final call on 400 shares. On 400 shares, there is a default. 400 shares is not paid of allotment money, first call money and second and final call money is not paid by the shareholder holding 400 shares. So these shares are in this group, coming under in this group. They are from this group, and as per this group the pro rata is 3:2. So we have to calculate for how many shares they have applied for. If the number of shares allotted to them 400, then we have to see how many shares were applied by them. So 3/2 into 400, so it is 600. It means the 400 share who has not paid the allotment first call and second and final call, they have applied for 600 shares. Proportion as per this, to whom the 2 share is allotted, they have applied for 3. Those who have 1, then 3/2. Those who have 400 share, it means they have applied for 600 shares. So 3/2 into 400. 3/2 into 400. So this much share is applied. Now our calculation start. Application money 600 into application money 3 rupees. They have given application money received on 600 shares at the rate of rupees 3 per share. Application money received on forfeited shares is this much. Now surplus is how much? They have applied for 600 and allotted 400. So they have given on additional 200 shares at the rate of 3 rupees per share on application. Extra money is given, surplus money is given because they have applied for 600 and the company has allotted them only 400. It means on 200 shares they have given the surplus money. So 200 into 3 means 600 is the surplus amount. This surplus will be adjusted on allotment. We'll adjust the surplus on allotment. So what will be the allotment money? Number of share allotted is 400 and allotment money including premium is 4. So 400 into 4. 400 into 4, it is 1600. 1600 is the allotment money due. From this 1600, this 600 will be adjusted because they have paid extra money on application, that will be adjusted on allotment. So on allotment, the shareholder didn't pay this much amount. So this is the calls in arrear. 1000 is the calls in arrear. Now come to the first call. On first call, number of share allotted is 4 and it is 2 rupees first call. So 400 into 2. So 800 is the amount of calls in arrear in first call. Come to the second and final call. second and final call. Okay, in second and final call is also 2 rupees and number of share allotted is 400. So 400 into 2. So 800 is the calls in area in final call. So this table is clear. This table is clear. Once again here, this number has given in the question that the shares they failed. The question is here, the allotment first call and final call on 400 shares which were subsequently forfeited. The director made both the calls and all money received except on allotment first call and final call on 400 shares. So we have to know that, we have to see how many shares they applied for. To calculate this one, we have to see this one, this proportionate of this. Proportion of 15,000 and 10,000 is 3:2. Pro rata is 3:2. So 3 by 2 into 400, 600. It means to whom 400 is allotted, they have applied for 600. So application money will be calculated on the basis of application sent for application. They have sent the application for 600 shares. So 600 into 3. This 1800 is the 600 into 3. 1800 application money. Okay, and they have given on 200 shares extra money they have given because they applied for 600 and allotted 400. So on 200 shares they have given the additional money. So 600 is your surplus money. This surplus will be adjusted on allotment. So what is the allotment money? 400 share is allotted and allotment money is 400 into 4, 1600. Out of this 1600, 600 is adjusted. So actual calls in area is 1000. Now on first call 400 into 2 rupees, on first call 400 into 2, 800. In the second and final call also 400 into 2 rupees, 800. Now come to the journal entry. Come to the journal entries. Now we'll do the journal. Okay. Now we will do the journal. Here the cash book is not required. So pass journal entry. So start with the bank account debit. First entry is bank account debit to share application. Yes, to share application. Bank account debit to share application account. So how much amount we have received on application? You see over here, application money received total 60. So we'll write 60,000 over here. 60,000. Is it clear? 60,000. Second entry, this share application money will be transferred. Share application money will be debited because this money will be transferred to share capital. Some money is adjusted on allotment. Some money is adjusted on allotment. Okay. So to share capital, to share capital account, some money of application is adjusted on allotment to share allotment, and some money is refunded, returned, whose share are rejected to bank account. To bank account. Is it clear? Second entry. So application money received is 60. Now see over here. How much amount will be transferred to capital? Number of share allotted is, you take this number. Number of share allotted 10,000. And application money is how much? 3 rupees. So 10,000 into 3 will be transferred to capital. So 30,000 will be transferred to capital. Okay. Now come over here. See the surplus money adjusted and allotment is how much? Surplus is 15. This surplus is adjusted on allotment. So adjusted on allotment is 15. Okay. Refund is how much? 15,000 is refunded. So to bank account 15,000. This much money is refunded. So this is the second journal. First journal is bank account debit to share application 60,000. Second entry is share application account debit share application account debit to share capital to share allotment to bank. So this 60,000, out of this 60,000, we'll transfer the amount to share capital first. Share capital, in share capital, this row will be transferred to share capital, face value row. So number of shares allotted is 10,000. So 10,000 into application money is 3, transferred to capital. Now see this analytical table this side. Surplus money adjusted on allotment is 15. Surplus money refunded, 15 is refunded. So this is the second transactions. Okay. Here the narration will be very simple, being application money received on 20,000 shares at the rate of rupees 3 per share. This will be the narration. Being application money received on 20,000 shares, this number, at the rate of rupees 3 per share. And here the narration will be being application money transferred to share capital and adjusted to allotment and remaining refunded. Okay. Next is coming to the allotment, share allotment account debit, share allotment. Come to the next entry, share allotment, allotment account debit to share capital, entry for due, to share capital account, to share capital account. This is capital, okay. This is share capital account. And in allotment, you see the premium amount is there on allotment. On allotment, there is the 1 rupee premium. So we'll do the entry of this premium also to security, securities premium reserve, to security premium reserve account, reserve account. Okay, to security premium reserve account. So on allotment we will transfer, on allotment, see the calculation on allotment. Allotted share is how much? Allotted share is 10,000. Allotted share is 10,000 and 10,000 into 3 will be transferred to capital. 10,000 into 3, 10,000 shares into 3 rupees per share will be transferred to capital. Is it clear? Number of share allotted into this line, allotment is how much? 3 rupees. Including premium it is 4. So 3 rupees will be transferred to capital, 1 rupee will be transferred to security premium reserve, 10,000 into 1 will be transferred to security premium reserve. Okay. And in allotment we will transfer 10,000 into this 4 rupees. 10,000 into 4, 40,000 will be debited to allotment account. So this entry is clear. Share allotment account debit to share capital to security premium reserve. Share, in share capital we will write this much number of shares are allotted finally. Applied by the public is 20, but final allotment is 10. Okay, this should not be exceed the number of share issued. So 10,000 into 3 rupees will be transferred to capital, 10,000 into 1 will be transferred to security premium reserve, and 10,000 into 4 will be transferred to share allotment, share allotment. Now next is bank account debit. Bank account debit, here we will receive the money of allotment. Bank account debit, calls in arrear. There is a calls in arrear. So calls in arrear account debit, okay, to share allotment, to share allotment, to share allotment. So in share allotment we will credit first. Okay. So allotment is due by how much amount? Allotment is due by 40,000. This 40,000 is due. Okay. And already we have credited the share allotment account at the time of application. At the time of application, in the second entry, excess application money is adjusted on allotment. So this money we will not get from the shareholders, because this money which is given by the shareholder, surplus money which was given by the shareholder in case of oversubscription, that money is adjusted on allotment. So you deduct 15,000 from it. So allotment will be credited with 25,000, because 15 is already credited. So 25 plus 15, it is 40. 40 is debited. Now we have to credit the 40. So out of 40, 15 is credited at the time of application. So rest we have to credit 25,000 over here. Now see the allotment line. This is the allotment line. Arrear amount is how much? 1,000 is the arrear amount. Calls in arrear is 1,000. So final amount received by the company will be 24,000. The finally company will receive 24,000. Is it clear? Company will receive 24,000. Next is it clear? The finally company will receive how much? 24,000. Okay, 24,000. Okay. Next is share first call. Do the entry of share first call. First call account debit to share capital, to share capital, to share capital. First call account debit to share capital. Okay, first call account debit to share capital. This is the entry for due. Narration will be very simple, being first call amount due on 10,000 shares at the rate of rupees 2 per share, at the rate of rupees 2 per share. First call is how much? 2 per share. Being first call amount due on 10,000 shares at the rate of rupees 2 per share. This will be the narration. So 10,000 into 2 rupees means 20,000 is due over here, debit and credit. Okay, the next entry is now receiving amount of first call amount will be received, bank account debit, calls in arrear account debit, calls in arrear account debit to share first call, to share first call. Okay, to share first call account. So debit amount is 20, so we have to credit 20. Share first call is debit by 20. So whole amount will be credited by us. Okay, whole amount will be credited by us. Okay, now come to the calls in arrears. In the first call, you see over here, in the first call, here in the first call, 800 is the arrear. 800 is the arrear not received. So company will receive 19,200 balancing figure. This is what? This is the difference amount, 20,000 minus 800. Here the calls, this amount in bank, 25,000 minus 1,000. After deducting from 25 calls in arrear, so this much amount will be received. Same thing I have done over here. Okay. Now next entry for share second and final call, share second and final call. Final call account debit to share capital, to share capital account. So narration will be very simple, being second and final call due on 10,000 shares which is allotted, 10,000 shares at the rate of rupees 2 each. This will be the narration. You can write it easily. So 10,000 into 2, 20,000 is the due amount. Okay, it is the due amount. Here what you do in the narration, what you will write in the narration? You will write in the narrations that being first call amount received except on 400 share. What will be the narration over here in the first call when the amount is received? Being first call amount received. Within the bracket you write in the narration, being first call amount received except on 400 shares. Now come to the second and final call. Here is also the arrear. Bank account debit, calls in arrear account debit, calls in arrear account debit, bank account debit, calls in arrear account debit to share second and final call, second and final call account. Okay, second and final call account. Second and final call is debited by 20, so we are going to credit by 20 because this money is going to receive by the company. Company has received 20,000. Now when the second call is called up, so 20,000 is due. Out of this 20,000, 800 is the calls in arrear. So 800 will be in the calls in arrear account. Rest amount will be 19,200. This is the balance amount. 20,000 minus calls in arrear, you will get the amount of bank easily. So narration will be, what will be the narration? Being second and final call amount received except on 400 shares. This will be the narrations. So this journal is clear application. This 2 is for allotment, this 2 is for first call, this 2 is for second and final call. Now come to the share forfeit. Here it has given that subsequently which were forfeited by the company. So share forfeit, share capital will be debited. Here in share forfeit entry, what we do in the share forfeit, we will cancel the capital. We are going to cancel the capital. Once the share is forfeited, means we are going to pass the cancellation entry. So in cancellation entry, share capital account will be debited. So share capital will be debited with the number of share forfeited. Share capital account debit. Here I am going to cancel the capital. So share capital account debit. Security premium reserve, securities premium reserve account debit, to share capital, two calls in arrear, to share forfeited, forfeited account. Is it clear? So journal will be at the time of forfeit, this journal will be passed. Share capital account debit. Why share capital is debited? Because share is going to forfeit. So share capital account will be debited. We are going to cancel the share. I have debited the security premium reserve as well because at the time of allotment there is a default on allotment as well. When there is a default in allotment, it means the shareholder who is holding 400 shares and he is the defaulter in allotment, so he has not paid the premium money. Premium money is not paid because his default is allotment, he has not paid, first call he has not paid, and second and final call he has not paid. Okay, so when he has not paid the allotment, and in allotment there is a premium, so at the time of allotment we have credited the security premium reserve and premium money is not received. Premium money on 400 share is not received, so this will be cancelled. So we will cancel the premium. So 400 shares into 2 rupees, 1 rupee is the premium. This will be cancelled by us. So 400 rupees will be cancelled. 400 is the number of shares and 1 rupee is the premium will be cancelled because the company has credited the security premium reserve at the time of allotment, but that security premium reserve on 400 share is not received by the company. So this is not the capital gain. So what the company will do, this security premium reserve related to 400 will be cancelled. So that's why security premium reserve is debited. Suppose the shareholder has paid the security premium, paid the allotment money. He has paid the allotment money. Then security premium is not to be cancelled, because it means the shareholder whose share is going to forfeit, he has paid the allotment money. So when he has paid the allotment money, it means he has paid the security premium. Then on that case, security premium will not be cancelled. They are not going to cancel. But here in 400 share, the defaulter is on allotment, first call and second and final call. On allotment, there is a premium of ₹1. It means he has not paid the premium. And security premium reserve related to 400 share is also credited at the time of here, because we have calculation is done on the basis of 10,000 shares. And in this 10,000 share, 400 share is included. So when it is not earned, capital reserve, capital profit is not earned and we have credited over here, this will be cancelled. That's why we have debited. I have debited over here. Now coming to the calls in arrear. Calls in arrear, you see 1,000, 800 and 800. Total is how much? 1,000 plus 800, 1,800, 1,800 plus 800. So it is 2,600 is the calls in arrear. Calls in arrear is 2,600. Okay. Share forfeit, how much amount we will forfeit? Whatever the amount the shareholder has given on application, 1,800 rupees paid by the defaulter at the time of application in total. So 1,800 will be forfeited by the company. This amount will not be returned by the company to shareholders because his share is going to forfeit. And in share capital, 400 into called up per share is 10. Called up per share is how much? 10 rupees. So rule says number of share forfeited into called up per share. So number of share forfeited is 400 and called up per share, the company has called all these application to first and final call. It means 10 rupees. So 10. So it is 4,000. 4,000. So share capital will be debited. What is the rule? Number of share forfeited into called up per share. Here the company has called up to ₹10, so multiplied to 10. Security premium reserve is cancelled because security premium reserve is credited over here with the 10,000 shares, and in this 10,000, this 400 is inside. So and he has not paid, whose share is going to forfeit, he has not paid the allotment money. And on allotment there is a ₹1 premium. So that premium, security premium reserve will be cancelled. Reason is very simple, because security premium reserve is credited. It's a capital gain, but this is not earned by the company. That amount is not received by the company. So at the time of forfeiture, that will be cancelled by the company. Company will cancel it. And in calls in arrear, simply 1,000 on allotment, 800 on first call, or 800 on second and final call. So altogether, if you sum up these three items, so total is 2,600. If you sum up this amount, the total is 2,600, and forfeited amount is, this one will be the forfeited, because only the shareholder has paid he has paid 1,800 on application. Thereafter he has not paid any amount, so that 1,800 will be forfeited by the company. Is it clear? That amount will be forfeited by the company. Now come to the reissue of shares. The company is going to reissue these shares. Reissue. I'm going to pass the journal entry related to reissue. The next entry is reissue of shares. Okay, so how many shares are reissued? Here the 300 of the forfeited shares were reissued as fully paid. So bank account debit, I'm going to pass the entry for reissue. Bank account debit, okay, reissue to share capital, it is reissued at which value, which price? It is reissued at rupees 15. It means it is reissued at a premium. Security premium reserve. Securities premium. Securities premium reserve. Okay, security premium reserve. So 300 shares are reissued, 300 into 10 as fully paid, so 3000. 300 into 300 into 5 rupees is the premium, so it is 1500. And in bank 300 into 15 rupees issued at a premium, so it is 4500. 4500. So this calculation is clear. In bank account debit, 300 into 15, 300 shares are reissued at rupees 15 per share. So in bank total 45 will come. 2 share capital 300 into 10 as a fully paid, and 2 security premium. When it is 10 rupees share is issued at rupees 15, it means issued at a premium of 5 rupees. So 5 rupees 300 into 5 will be transferred to security premium reserve. The last is security premium reserve will be transferred to share forfeited will be transferred to capital reserve. Last is share forfeited account debit. Share forfeited account debit to capital reserve will be transferred to capital reserve. Capital reserve account. The last entry, share forfeited account debit to capital reserve. Now see, this will be calculated at the time of forfeiture. Come to the entry of forfeitures, this entry. The amount forfeited by the company is how much? Amount forfeited by the company is how much? 1800 rupees is forfeited by the company. 1800. On how many shares? 400 shares. On 400 shares, 1800 rupee is forfeited. So in one share, gain on one share is 4 rupees 50 paisa. 4 rupees 50 paisa gain per share. Company has forfeited 1800 on 400 shares. So in one share, company is the gainer by 4 rupees 50 paisa per share. Okay, at the time of reissue there is no loss because shares are reissued at a premium. So there is no loss. So net gain is 4 rupees 50 paisa multiplied to number of share reissued. Multiplied to number of share reissued. So 1350 will be transferred to capital reserve. 1350 will be transferred to capital reserve. Is it clear? How this amount is calculated? 1350. You see the share forfeit entry. So share forfeit 1800 rupees is forfeited by the company on 400 shares. So per share gain is 4 rupees 50 paisa. At the time of reissue there is no loss because company reissue the share at a premium. So loss is 0. So net gain of the company is 4 rupees 50 paisa per share. And company has reissued how many shares? 300 shares are reissued by the company. So we will multiply to the number of share reissued. So it is 1350 rupees. This amount will be transferred to capital reserve. This amount will be transferred to capital reserve. Okay. So balance in share forfeited account, if you see the balance of share forfeited, okay, balance of share forfeited, balance of share forfeit, if you want to prepare the ledger of share forfeit account, share forfeited account, if you prepare the ledger of share forfeited account, okay, share forfeited account. So share forfeited, this one is the first entry. So this side you have to post by share capital, by share capital, by share capital. It is 1800. Okay. Thereafter share forfeit nowhere. Now share forfeit is debited. So this side to capital reserve is 1350 rupees. So 1800 is the credit side. So difference amount will be the balancing figure, balance CD. So balance carried down is 450 of share forfeit. Share forfeit balance is 450. This share forfeit will be reflected, 450 will be reflected in the notes to account, in the share capital notes to account, and the share forfeited amount will be added in the subscribed capital, called up and paid up capital. In called up and paid up or called up but not paid up capital, after calculation we'll deduct the calls in areas and then we add the share forfeited. This will be reflected in the notes to account of share capital. Okay.